Today's video is sponsored by Jammy. lovelies, I hope that you enjoyed my top 5 metal riffs played with Jammy. I had a lot of fun figuring it out, and the process was very interesting to say the least. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the process of how I kind of put the tracks together. So I began by programming the drums using Superior Drummer 3, just by penciling them in as I normally do. I then tracked the bass and the guitars using Jammy. I found that there are a couple of different ways that you can use Jammy to track, and there's actually like quite a funny kind of story behind this. For Psychosocial, I had to track Jammy as a WAV file because for some reason, as it's in drop A, the software wouldn't pick it up on Midi, like no sound would come out. It was really bizarre. So if you're playing in super low tunings, you can probably figure it out, but the Midi didn't pick it up for me for whatever reason, which was funny. The rest of them were recorded using Midi, like drawing, I guess, rather than as WAV files straight from the Jammy. After I tracked them, I kind of played around with some plugins and etc within Logic, just to try and make it sound a little bit more guitar-y and not so MIDI, but you know, it's kind of, you can only make MIDI sound like the real thing to an extent, can't you? So my honest opinion of Jammy is that it is a really amazing writing tool, in particular if you're going to be using a lot of MIDI within whatever recording software that you use. So if you're anything like me and guitar is your first instrument and you don't really know piano very well or anything like that, you know, a lot of MIDI is done on piano rolls. It can take you quite a while to work out chords, and I mean, if you are programming guitar, it takes ages to draw it in, as you would know, so it's far easier just to pick up the Jammy and play the chord that you know so well on guitar, or play the guitar part that you want to be programmed, if that kind of makes sense. So it will save you a lot of time. It isn't a real guitar, so you can't expect it to respond 100% like one, and Jammy actually put quite a lot of emphasis on the fact that they aren't trying to be a real guitar. As far as how it feels goes, it actually feels pretty good. It doesn't obviously feel like a real guitar, but it feels comfortable to play, and you can tell that it is kind of like a guitar, if that makes sense. But like I said earlier, you can't expect it to respond 100% like a real guitar would. So for example, I had to dig in harder and sometimes pick notes where there would be hammer-ons and just little things like that, just because it doesn't respond exactly like a normal guitar would, which just takes some getting used to, but once you're used to it and you figure out kind of like the best way that it works, and it works great. Inevitably, there is a little bit of lag, but with each update that Jammy releases, I've seemed to have found that the lag goes away a little bit more, and different options come out, and there are certain different options that you can tweak in order to make the lag a little less, if that kind of makes sense. Yeah. Pretty much perfect with slow to moderate speed, I found, but as you go on into the faster speeds, that's where it kind of lags, and maybe you might have heard some sort of like cutting out between notes, just little gaps and things like that. The best way I found to combat this is to do multiple takes and then comp the best bits together to give you the cleanest take if you are recording in WAV like I did for Psychosocial, whereas if you're recording in MIDI, obviously you can record and then you can go in and tweak and pencil in all the different notes that might have gotten missed, and also you can just quantize things super easily as well if something didn't pick up quite right. So either way, it's super easy to address if there is a little bit of lag or if there is some gappage, so to speak. Overall, I'm really impressed with the Jammy, and I think over time, as newer updates come out and they fix bugs and problems with it, it will definitely improve loads, and could be a very key writing tool for guitarists to use. I want to say a huge thank you to Jammy for sending me the Jammy to be able to do this video for you guys, and I want to say a huge thank you to you, of course, for watching this video. Thank you so much, and hit like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you have any questions, or if you would like to see more content like this. Let me know what you thought, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye, my lovelies. Stay safe.